More than 25 years ago, I had been leading the HR department at Generac, and I was charged with hiring literally hundreds of employees. And so many of these potential employees had no high school diploma. I was shocked because there were so many of these people coming into the workforce that were totally unprepared. 25 years ago, does that sound familiar? So my epiphany was that the educational system for decades had been working in a fail-first model.
No student should have to fail first before the system pays attention. Too many students were disengaged in school, feeling like education was disconnected from their future, and that employers needed skilled and motivated employees and didn't know where to find them.
25 years ago, the vision was that we could fill jobs, but we really knew that we needed to find a different way to attract youth to the work that we offered.
What we did is we took students out of the classroom and put them in real work to the point where they could see opportunities for careers that they may have never considered before.
Over the years, there's been a disconnect in what schools teach versus what the industry needs afterwards. And I like the opportunities of programs like this can bring that back in and get industry back into the game and defining where people are going to go after school and where the actual needs are in business.
The opportunity was great. At the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do for a career path, but I knew with just some hard work and maybe a new set of eyes and a new environment would bode well for me.
There's something really magical about a change of place in education. This is no longer about just learning math for a test, but learning math because it applies to what you're doing on the job.
I'm a big advocate of work-based learning for multiple reasons. It was a gap that we saw in our talent pool as our business was growing and we were adapting, and we realized that there was a gap in the market between industry and education. We partnered with GPS Ed as they were much farther ahead, set up an ed center here in our location, our facility, and have been a partner with them since.
GPS Education Partners is the cornerstone of building the bridge between schools and businesses. On the business side, we also provide a lot of training so that students can successfully integrate into the business force. When they fully embrace that, it helps their training plans. Because if you can successfully train a 16-year-old, you can train anybody to do great at your business.
Things have really changed, and I think a lot of it's because of GPS Ed providing the quality of the trainee. I see it throughout the shop. They'll say, I wish I could clone them. That kid is awesome. You know, when do we get the next group kind of thing? I know that they're really engaged.
At its core, work-based learning is about matching the right student to the right employer so that student can develop an understanding about the world of work and build confidence around their next steps to pursue a pathway of interest.
We can get students on the forefront of what is happening in the business world. Schools try really hard to provide tech ed programs, and there's just not possible for them to keep up with the changing technologies.
Technology is moving so quickly that if we don't connect industry and education together, we don't get kids immersed, they're never going to be able to keep up. We're doing them a disservice by not allowing them to have a work-based learning program where they can have exposure to this technology.
What gives me hope for the next generation of students is businesses' willingness to open their doors to students. That they're so appreciative to work with our GPS Ed student because it makes their job more purposeful instead of just going to work every day.
The change that I've seen in our management staff, supervising staff, and even the guys on the floor, seeing these young kids come out, the kids evolve, and our people evolving as well, it's a really great thing.
One of the student stories that has surprised me the most was Joe's story. It was amazing to see that transformation when he decided this is what he wanted to do. He was the first one to raise his hand when he was at Komatsu and said, we need this program here.
We're here to mentor them in life, so anything in their personal life, we just want to make sure that they're taken care of, and if they need something and they need to talk to someone, that we can be there for them so we can help them grow as individuals and great employees.
We started with 5 students, 1 employer, and 1 school partner in Wisconsin. And today, we've impacted over 10,000 students. Hundreds of businesses, schools, and communities in 15 states. Now we're shaping the national conversation about the future of learning and work.
This next era will be all about taking those tools and meeting the moment in new and scalable ways. And our team with 25 years of experience couldn't be better equipped to go out into the market and meet the need today.
Make school work for all students. It is critical for the future of our education system so that our students are thriving adults and we have a successful economy.
Make school work is both a promise and a challenge. It means giving students authentic experiences, building their abilities, and fueling aspirations and empowering their agency. We started as a second chance program, and now we've become a blueprint for education and workforce transformation.